Welcome to the rabbit hole. How did a normal Tinder date end up with a woman losing her life off a balcony? Let's find out. Gable was born in Australia in 1984. He had really supportive parents, but really struggled to make friends due to his just outward awkwardness and social situation. He was bullied through school and developed anxiety and depression starting at a very early age. During high school, he discovered alcohol, and that alcohol lowered his social anxiety and kind of let him fit in with other people. He made himself a fake ID and found out he was pretty good at it, and soon became the go-to guy for fake IDs in high school. He expanded to making IDs for Schoolie Week. Now, Schoolie Week, I think of it kind of like spring break here in the United States. It's a 3-week festival where graduating kids from all over Australia come to party, celebrate their accomplishments. He made $30,000 making these fake IDs. So he started thinking, I'm pretty good at this shit. He starts making counterfeit $50 bills. And now when he was busted making these counterfeit $50 bills, even the judge kind of complimented his artistry making them and said, use your powers for good, use your artistry for something good rather than making counterfeit money. And later sentenced him to community service. He really became a recluse after this run-in with police. He joined a bodybuilding.com forum for friendship and fitness advice. At the same time, he had really started to focus on his fitness to boost his confidence, help his self-image. And this did eventually lead him to wanting to kind of rejoin society again. And he reached out to his bodybuilding.com community for tips on, how to socialize, how to meet girls. He went on to post about 5,000 posts in this forum. Not only was he keeping the bodybuilding.com forum community updated, but he was also keeping a handwritten log of every woman that he had sex with, which at the time the notebook was found, he was up to 270. His drinking was getting out of control at this point because he wanted to live this fun, interesting life, but he needed the alcohol to give him the courage to actually go out there and talk to people. He had been permanently banned from 3 popular bars in the Surfers Paradise area. He led police on a 120-mile police chase that only ended when they threw the strips down. He had a blood alcohol level of 4 times the legal limit when he was finally stopped and later arrested. Now, just a few days later, he swiped right on Warrena Right on Tinder. Warrena Wright was a beautiful 26-year-old New Zealander that had flew into Australia for a friend's wedding. Warrena worked for Kiwi Bank in the call center. She, according to her sister, was an animal-loving tech nerd. Gable's first message to Warrena was, "You look delicious. I can't wait to do dirty things to you." So Warrena called him out for being a dirty creep and ended up talking to him over the next few days, found out he was like an okay guy. On August 7th, Warrena meets Gable at a local mall and they head to a beer garden. Now, there's footage that shows them walking in and almost immediately walking out. They instead go get a 6-pack of beer, and footage shows them entering the elevator to Gable's 14th story apartment at 8:45 p.m. From what Gable has said, they went upstairs, they finished the 6-pack of beer, and he had made homemade distilled vodka moonshine. So they pulled that out, they start drinking that. Now, Warrena only drinks beer usually, so I'm sure this vodka moonshine probably hit her pretty hard. Somewhere around midnight, Gable turns on his audio recording on his phone.
Come in.
Have a good night. I'll close.
Don't close the door. No. Do you want me to walk you back home or?
No, it's okay.
No, come on. No, don't be like that.
No, just have a good night.
Now, he later says that he typically does this when he goes out on dates because you never know, what might happen, and his memory is very poor when he drinks. They finish the moonshine, they have sex, and they take selfies. Warrena ends up posting a couple of these photos on her social media account. Around 1:35, you can hear on the audio that Warrena has lost her phone somewhere in Gable's home, and she's pissed. She thinks that he stole it or he's hiding it, and they're kind of bickering back and forth. Gable's staying really calm, and he's offering to help her look for it.
No.
I will fucking destroy your jaw. It's not fucking funny.
Around 2 a.m., Warrena starts throwing little decorative stones at Gable.
I don't understand.
Oh! What?
I don't understand, Dad.
Alright, I'll bow down.
He is clearly getting irritated in the audio, and she starts talking something about nonsense about worshiping Seth. So at 2:15 a.m., things just have continued to escalate. You hear Gable say, that's enough, and a struggle happens. Now, I do want to warn you that the audio coming up is kind of disturbing. So if you're sensitive to that type of thing, please just fast forward.
Yeah. Alright, that's enough.
No, that's not.
Now, Gable says that he tried to get Warrena to go through the front door to leave, but she grabbed a telescope clamp and started using it as a weapon, hitting him with it. At that point, he, I guess, felt threatened by her and held her down for about 78 seconds. Struggle was going on. You could hear something in the audio. To me, it sounds like choking or gasping. He says that there was no choking that happened. But listen to this.
You're lucky I haven't chucked you off my fucking balcony, you goddamn psycho little bitch. Alright, that's enough. That is more than enough.
She sounds completely terrified. She's begging to go home, to which he replies, "No, you've been a bad girl."
Who the fuck do you think you are?
No!
Hmm?
No! No! No!
Trying to kill me, huh?
No!
Why did you try to hit me with that?
No!
Huh?
No! No! No!
I would, but you've been...
More struggling is heard, and then you hear his back patio door lock shut.
Come on, get up. Get up. Fuck up. Get up. Okay, get up.
Now, Gable says that from the time he locked the door to the time he looked up, she was on the other side of the rail and then she disappeared. The neighbor below him says that she heard screaming and woke up, looked out her back patio and seen a pair of legs dangling from the balcony above her. And then they vanished, that she fell. Others neighbors report as well they saw her, and one even says they made eye contact with her at one point before she disappeared below. It was later determined that she fell from the patio after being out there only 27 seconds. Gable says that he did not look over the balcony to see if she was okay because it would make him look suspicious. Yeah, it would. He thought the logical way and phoned his attorney 35 seconds after she fell. He wasn't able to get in touch with his attorney, so he left a message letting him know that he needed some advice. After Warrena falls, Gable gets dressed and leaves the apartment. He sees a lot of EMT and police in the area, so he actually goes back in and can be seen at 2:26 a.m. leaving out of the basement garage parking instead to kind of avoid all the police activity going on around his building. He walks around for about an hour, gets hungry, and goes to a pizza joint, sits down, has a slice of Super Supreme pizza, and phones his dad. Gable was later arrested and posted bail, even though he was accused for murder. He was told that he had to refrain from alcohol, social media, and move in with his parents. Gable's trial was in October of 2016. He stayed silent throughout the entire trial. He never got up and testified, nor did the defense call any witnesses. Instead, they said that the audio would speak for itself. The jury was instructed that they could not take into account any action Gable made after she fell. So the fact that he didn't try to help her after she fell, that he went and had pizza after she fell, that plays no factor in whether he's guilty or not. The only thing that they could take in consideration was up to the point that he put her on the balcony. The jury of 6 men and 6 women couldn't really come to a unanimous decision, So the judge sent them back for another 3 days for deliberation. They were able to eventually come to a not guilty unanimous decision and said that Gable's de-escalation method of putting her on the porch was reasonable and that there was no really foreseeable way for him to know that she would accidentally fall. Gable Tostee, now Eric Thomas, lives his life freely. He's still in Australia. He's still on Tinder and just enjoying his life as a free man. I don't understand how Gable did not at least get false imprisonment or manslaughter for what happened. He's over 6 foot tall, over 200-pound man. She is 5'3", maybe 120 pounds. I don't understand how he would be so frightened of her that he would have to lock her on the porch as a safety measure to himself. I don't understand how that would happen. But nevertheless, he was found not guilty on everything. No manslaughter, no murder. It was just basically by the court seen as just an unfortunate freak accident. So that is the story of Gable Tostee. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinion on this story. But until next time, keep on hopping into the rabbit hole. Have a good day. Bye-bye.